Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming. So we're going to open up some stuff in this video. I'm going to show you guys a few purchases that I have made. Some are pretty cool. I'm excited about a few of them. And then the items that we're going to be opening up are going to be pretty sweet as well. So we're going to start off with the lowest of the low. We have a reverse hollow or parallel hollow Gardevoir from EX Emerald. I pulled out my binders for reverse hollow EX series. I have almost all 16 sets complete. But there are some holes, so I'm going to finish it out. I was able to purchase all of the ones that I needed, either through Troll and Toad or through eBay, just in a few hours. So hopefully I'll have all 16 sets with all of the reverse holographic cards for those sets completed very soon. That one was pretty good. Next up, I have a Nidoking. And this one is from Aquapolis, PSA 10. Needed it for my personal collection, and there it is. And that Band-Aid's falling apart. You know, I just changed this out earlier tonight. Next up, boom. Can't even see it. Hopefully I don't crash out the background this time. It's just a theme, it's just a base set too. Let me just pull the camera back. Starter set. And I think it comes with 10 decks. Yeah. Got it for about 500 bucks. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I thought it was a pretty good condition. And I realized I didn't have one anymore in my collection. I guess usually when I get them, I've just been setting them out. So I bought another one. This was in good condition, and I'm going to just set it back. I think it was a pretty fair deal. I am going to pull it out of the background, though, because it is like right up in my business. There we go. Scoot this back up. Next up, we have an Overgrowth theme deck. Yes, I will probably open this up at the end of the video, check it out, see if we can find that error B-drill. Now, what's interesting about this one, it is the same version that we had on the backside, except the deck is on the top half. So this one actually has a chance of being shadowless, probably the best chance that you can get for a non-gold strip deck. And it wasn't purchased, as a deck that had a good chance of being shadowless. It just happened to come in that way. So either this deck will be shadowless or it won't. And if it's not, then at least we're exploring another variation possibility for the error B-drill. And just as a note, I have no idea if the error B-drill even comes from the Overgrowth theme deck. It could come from a booster box. I mean, there's so many different print runs from Pokemon, and we're going to go over that a little bit too in this video. Next up, I have a reverse hollow Arceus Charizard. I think I'm paying some of the record prices on all these Charizards, but I'm ready to get them in my collection. They're getting harder and harder to find, and this guy was able to work a deal with me, and he actually threw in some free stuff. I'm going to show you guys. Hopefully this is a business card right here. He threw in a reverse hollow Neo Binder 2 Charizard. This is from the Neo Discovery Japanese binder, one of the 9 promos that come with it. And there it is. So you got collectible Pokemon cards, RD Tar's Card Shop. He's got some pretty good stuff there. We're negotiating for some of the other PSA 10 Charizards he has. And maybe I can drive you a little bit of business with this. So you guys go check out his eBay shop, because he's got some pretty cool stuff. And he does work with you on price a little bit. And there's his email. I'm sure you can get maybe a little bit better deal through that. All right, moving on. Next up, we have a base set booster box. And this one's a little bit different. It's a little bit special. I'm going to show you who I bought this from here in a minute. You can tell right here it is busted on the side, got a crushed corner, but I bought it because it is a variation I do not have, or at least I don't think that I do. I may have it stuck back over there, but on the bottom you can see it's only got the one country location. I think people say code, but I mean I think that's the code. So I mean all of them only have one of those. And this is supposed to be a 1999-2000 version with the packs on the inside, but you can't see that on the outside. It just has 1999, and it has the standard Wizard Sync, but this is made in the USA, so it kind of makes sense. The US and the Australian and the UK versions do have the curved logos, and it's curved right here as well. And then on the side, it actually says 1999-2000. But nonetheless, it's got the green wing or the blue wing Charizard on the side, and only one location, other than the made in the USA. So I was happy to add that one to my collection. Paid $6,000 for it from PokeConnect. He's got a lot of cool stuff. I've probably bought stuff from him, sporadically for many years. I think we've done some deals before. Even he had mentioned way back on PokeGym if you guys know what that is, you've been around for a little bit. But I can't remember. Maybe he said we had some conversations. We may have done some deals there too. I don't know. But there it is. So there's his IG, his Facebook, his email. It's good to have, you know, guys like this who've been in the Pokemon world for so long, because you never know. You can reach out to them and they might just have something set back that you're really looking for. Last but not least, we have 3 heavy Neo Discovery booster packs. We're going to open up these last. These are for, oh man, I forgot his name. Yifu. I think that's his name. We're going to open them up. They should be heavy. They should have hollows in there. And we're going to find out what they are. But first I'm going to start off with this Overgrowth deck. And I tell you what is annoying me. This right here. I think I'm going to go get... I have the scissors right here. I don't know if they're sharp enough to cut it, and I'm not a lefty. Can I do this? I don't think I can. Where's my box cutter? There's the box cutter. Let's see if I can get this on here. There we go. Alright. So, let's get right into this. See if it can do the pull tab strip on it. These are so old. Guess we could use a box cutter for that. Yeah, that thing just kind of stuck there. Alright. So, for those of you who have not seen my brush fire openings, the best way to buy these, and if you're looking for shadowless inside, is you want this style right here. You want to have the Pokemon in the front of the energies. You want to have the damage counters up top, because if it doesn't have the damage counters, it may have been one of the later revised versions where they were trying to get by with like different importation laws about, you know, these being considered like damage counters, or, you know, whatever. In fact, I think they even write out just damage counters. They take away the 10 or something like that. But also what we found out was you have a higher chance if the deck is on the top side. You can see down here, there's no deck, but I can feel the deck pretty firm right there. So when we open it up, you can see, you know, there's the deck. So maybe it has shadowless, maybe it doesn't. It does not have shadowless. All right, so I think with the brush fire, we went about 1 for 2. It was about 50% on if they had the top side that they were shadows. So this one does not, and but that could be a good thing, because it means that this Beedrill inside will be a little bit different than the other Overgrowth that we tested out. So see if we can get this plastic off. If it had been shadowless, I probably just would have left it sealed, which would not have been as fun for you guys. Alright, so we'll look at the Gyarados. This one does have some silvering around all the edges. It's much better centered than the last one. The last one wasn't superb condition, but it was shifted a bit, I believe, in the upwards direction. But take out, there we go, take out all these energies. Now, let's see if we can find that Beedrill. Starmies. Got Staryu. I paid up for this deck. It was like 120 bucks or something like that. So there's the Beedrill. What we were looking for is right here where it says defending. We're looking for one that has a D and then a period and then an E, fending or whatever on it. And this one's just the regular, so we did not get it. I am going to check out the back sides, make sure there's nothing crazy going on there. A lot of times theme decks will have alter or like back sides that are really miscut. So another whiff. Didn't get it. But we still have 3 packs to go through that will be fun. We have these Neo Discovery booster packs, and they should all be heavy. I opened them up directly from a booster box, and it seemed pretty straightforward. I believe these are the very last cards, so we could probably sleeve the back card and then just go straight through like we normally would. I believe it's the last card. Yeah, that looks like the last card. Big pulls that we want that you can get from this are Espeon, Umbreon, Yanma, Houndour. Houndoom isn't too bad either, but Houndour is pretty low pop. I think it's like 21 or something like that. Yanma is going to be the most expensive, or used to be. I don't know. Umbreon may be knocking on that door now. So we've got Tyrogue, Spinarak, Kabuto, Poliwag, Caterpie, Natu, Teddiursa, Eevee. There we go. We got a nice Eevee, and then Kakuna. For hollow number 1, ooh, Houndoom. So that's definitely not a bad pull. See a little print line right there, but it's not very pronounced. Like you can see, it doesn't stick out like anything kind of crazy. Don't see any mega swirls going on. Backside looks great. Is that a little, very tiny white dot right there? I have confidence that will get this should get this is a very strong 9. On a bad day, maybe a 10. Good day for the buyer. All right, we have 2 more packs to go. And I believe I have 4 or 5 heavy Neo Discovery booster packs left from this box. And if you think about it, for $400, you compare it to base set, which is actually going to be more than $400 now for a heavy. From base set, you can only get 1 card that's in the 4 figures, the Charizard. But Neo Discovery, you think it's a down set, but Espeon, Umbreon, Yanma, and probably Houndour are probably all over 4K. And we know for sure that the Espeon, Umbreon, and the Houndour are, or not the Houndour, but the Yanma. The Yanma could be pushing, way more than that. It's like the Typhlosion, I guess, of Neo Discovery. It's not as popular because it's not Typhlosion, it's Yanma, but it's pretty tough to grade. I think the pop on it is right around 10 or so. Alright, pack number 2. Come on, Yifu. I hope I'm not butchering your name terrible. Something to look for on the Neo series. When you look, there's not many errors. You've got the Poliwrath that has the Hollow Bleed on the side. There are some first edition stamped cards that are grayed out. These look to be pretty good. Man, you got 2 Eevees. Check that out. And but really, other than that, it's a pretty good, pretty well printed set. All right, here we go. Ooh, Scissor. Now this is another good one. This is a good pull. It's not like your Wobbuffet or something like that, which actually I think Wobbuffet's pretty low pop too. There's some that are just terrible pulls. I think Ursaring, you would think that would be pretty expensive since it's a colorless card, but it's pretty easy to get in its hand. Wow, look at that hollow, dude. I'm not seeing print lines. Are you guys seeing some? Man, that one looks great. Wow, backside looks pretty good. I'm trying to think, that might be a little white dot there, maybe on the outside of the card. Very, very clean. Another super strong 9. I think it has a shot at 10, a little bit better so than the Houndour. Those are good pulls. I mean, you got the darkness and the steel type. I'm trying to think of what else. The Umbreon is darkness from the set. You've got Tyranitar for the hollows. I can't remember for steel type if there's another one. Now, if you didn't know, there is a little misprint on the Scissor. We'll just visit that real quick. So if you look right here, it says flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 damage times the number of heads. So this says 20 plus. There's a big difference, especially back then, because 20 plus means you flip 2 coins and it does 20 plus 20 more for each heads. This just says flip coins. This attack does 20 damage times the number of heads, which means if you flip 2 coins and you get 2 heads, it only does 40, whereas the other, it'd be doing 60. I always liked it for the false swipe, because it basically just took half of the HP away. Does damage equal to half the defending Pokemon's remaining HP. I mean, that's pretty good. Even you guys could, I would think, nowadays in the modern play, that would be pretty good, because you could come in with 1 energy and take off 150 HP of those mega 300 HP Pokemon. More unknowns. You got Sentret, Hapip, Ammonite, Larvitar, Metapod, Kakuna, and Corsola, which is a little bit tougher, uncommon to get. Alright, the last holo. Ooh, Magnemite. So this is one of those ones that, it is a steal, check, that's pretty cool, but really, this is probably one of the ones that's a lot more cheap than those two. The Scissor and Houndour were both good pulls. The Magnemite, I would say, is a tough pull, but any of these Neo Discovery holos, if you can get PSA 10 on them, $400 really is kind of reasonable compared to some of the other sets and cards that you can get from them. But man, it's got a lot of extra holo, and I was looking at another Magnemite recently, and I could only pick up the holo pattern on like where these lines are. I couldn't do it in the black, but this one's pretty obvious. I don't see a swirl again, so we're over for 3 on the swirls. But Yifu, there you go. We still have some packs left, but I don't think you did too bad. You got the Scissor, which is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. This particular Scissor, I don't really like some of the later ones. I don't really like Dark Scissor either, but this artwork Scissor is one of my favorite ones. And then you got that Houndoom and the Magnemite. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. let me know what you think about the pulls, and if you're looking for any heavy packs, feel free to reach out. They may be sold out by the time this video comes live, but I may have others. So, thanks.